Georgia's Republican Secretary of State is defending his handling of the state's elections. In an op-ed for USA Today, Brad Raffensperger said Georgia had a successful election by all accounts, adding this is, quote, something for Georgians to celebrate, whether their favored presidential candidate won or lost. For those wondering, mine lost. My family voted for him, donated to him, and are now being thrown under the bus by him, end quote. Georgia certified its election for President-elect Joe Biden last week. For nearly a month, Raffensperger has been targeted by President Trump and other members of his own party. That includes incumbent Senators Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue. The pair is at the center of the state's high-stakes runoff elections. For more, let's bring in Adam Murphy. He is an investigative reporter with our affiliate in Atlanta, WGCL. Adam, thanks very much for being with us. So, Adam, what else did the Secretary of State say, and what's behind the timing of this op-ed?
Good evening, Elaine. It's a rainy night in Georgia, and I'll tell you, it is a great month here, as it's obviously been a very close race for the presidency in the state of Georgia. And, of course, bickering within the Republican Party as a result of the outcome. Now, the Secretary of State has made it very clear over and over, and said there are no widespread irregularities. However, as you pointed out, President Trump has the voter fraud here in the state of Georgia. Interestingly enough, Senate Republicans here in the state of Georgia, as well as Governor Brian Kemp, are now calling on the Secretary of State to do an additional audit in the middle of a recount and take a sample of absentee ballots. The count we are in right now will need to be complete a week from today.
All right, Adam, I just want to let our viewers know the rain is having an effect on our audio, but we have you now. Let's just continue on. Without naming them directly, Raffensperger took aim at a number of high-profile politicians on both sides of the aisle. Tell us more about that.
Well, clearly he called out the president and saying the president threw him under the supporter of President Trump, and the president obviously was satisfied with the results here in Georgia, and then claimed that the Secretary of State wasn't doing his job well. In addition to that, it's pointed out in that op-ed by Secretary Raffensperger that he points to the gubernatorial race here in the state of Georgia from 2 years ago, where Stacey Abrams, gubernatorial candidate, lost by more than 50,000 votes in that particular race, but claimed there was voter suppression and voter fraud in that election as well. So he addresses both sides in this op-ed piece.
Yes, that was notable to see that. Well, he ended by highlighting the importance of the integrity of our leaders in times of uncertainty. Who do you think Raffensperger is speaking to in this editorial?
Well, I think at this point in time, he wants to reinforce to the citizens of Georgia and really the entire country who's been watching the state that he has done everything by the book and has done everything by law. He really believes that his process has been smooth. He said that on Election Day, the waits were very small. And historically, there have been long waits and problems with people waiting in line for very long times on Election Day. Let's keep in mind here, too, there were a lot of records set for this particular election. You had 1.3 million Georgians who voted by absentee ballot. That was a record. And 2.7 million that voted in person, either early or on Election Day.
All right, Adam Murphy for us. Adam, thank you very much.